side again since last week. Baby, I don't abide by them, don't ask me. I don't hang in that crowd now, and yeah, you still don't want to concentrate on yourself. Stick by me and I'll double you will, yeah. You going right now, right now, right now, right now. Told me to tell the truth right now, so then I did. I know you got.
This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Simmons. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. It's hauled in by Isaac. And just about a minute into this first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game. Down low, Kessler. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game here. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Outside Simmons. Clock at 4. Pass to Podziemski. Puts up a 3. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Suggs with it. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Buries it from 3. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Pass to Pajimski. Now Clark. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons has got his second basket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Suggs with the bucket.
Love the quick shot there. Suggs looking decisive and comfortable stopping and firing.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Clark right side. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Suggs left side. Pass to Banchero. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Simmons. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on. No shot he can't make.
Here's Simmons. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. Here's Orlando. Banchero the screen. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
I'll say this. Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Simmons. He's got 6. That shot, no good.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Banchero outside. Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Isaac. Here's Suggs. Here's Black. Takes the 3. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Rebound by the Magic. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Wagner inside. The 3 from Banchero. No good that time. Here's Kessler. Doesn't go for him. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Orlando ahead. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Simmons with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Back to Simmons. Clark right side. Outside Simmons. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
From distance, Paolo. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the basket by Clark.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Here's Black. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the board.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And Simmons gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Magic lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
To the middle. Here's Black. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, nice dime from Banchero there. Wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to post. Fires top of the key. And it falls all over the rim and in. We've got 1:55 left in the second. Picked by Isaac. And here's Banchero. Over Simmons. Banchero no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break. And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Here's the pick. Pass to Kessler. Takes a three. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Kessler's got 6.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
4-3. Kessler, no good. Orlando leading. Here's Houston. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Brooklyn shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Trendon Watford.
24 seconds left in the first half of this one. Clark outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Yet to see a basket. Back to Anthony. With 1 on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Magic out in front, up by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to Caldwell Pope. There's the triple. Brooklyn pulls it in. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Sinks it from distance.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
Here's De Silva. Wagner for three. Kessler with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
To the paint. No luck on that one. Nice D from Wagner. For three, Anthony. Kessler with a rebound.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
They get it again. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Kessler. Clock at 6. Now here's Hardaway. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. It's only 1 of 4.
A nice shot by Houston.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Anthony misses. Brooklyn trailing. Russell deciding where to go with it. Orlando with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
On the wing, Anthony. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Gets the 3 to fall.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Kessler a screen. To the inside. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Kessler's got 8 points.
Good work in the pick and roll. I like it when Russell looks to distribute in these sets.
Out to the right wing. Back to Anthony. Pass to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Orlando.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Right side, Russell. Russell, double team. Here's Kessler. From outside, off the mark. Magic leading by 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And there's a pick. Simmons with the bucket. 14 points for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Suggs with the bucket.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Nets trailed by 8. Outside Podziemski. Outside Simmons. Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Podziemski. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Orlando leading by 8. Isaac outside. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Suggs with the bucket.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Pass to post. That 3's off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The 3 from Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit 3s to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside. Kicks it out to Isaac. Pass to Black. Here's Isaac. Over Hardaway. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitutions on the court.
5 ticks left in the third quarter. Simmons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Personal foul.
That one on Banchero. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Out the line. Shooting 2.
Good on the second one. And so it's Orlando earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've
45.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Nets trail by 10. To the paint. And it's Simmons with the jam.
When it all clicks, you see why Simmons was the #1 overall pick.
Here's Black. Banchero the screen. Suggs outside. Tipped. And stolen by Clark. And they're pushing it up. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
And that's how Simmons is most effective, when he's on attack and early in transition.
Back to Banchero. On the wing, Suggs. The free ball. The rebound by Post. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's Wagner missing. Nets trail by 6. Clark outside. Here's the 3. The shot no good. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. Back to Banchero. On the wing, Isaac. Oh, got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Back to Clark. Here's Podziemski. No good from outside. Orlando leading by 6. Pass to Suggs. Lets it go from deep. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Left side, Simmons. Here's Post from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Banchero goes strong down low.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Outside Simmons. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Simmons has got 9 points here in the second half.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Back to Suggs. There's the 3. Rebounded by Juzang. Nets trail by 9. Here's Podziemski. No good with the triple.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Suggs with the bucket.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Outside Simmons. Now Banchero. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now, into the lineup for your next.
Banchero the screen. It's Suggs with a drive. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Isaac. Fires for 3. Suggs, no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And that one's good. Simmons.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And the Magic pushing it up now.
Shooting for the Magic. Block. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And here's Schroeder. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming up on the floor.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Walker Kessler.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter here. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy,
if you don't do something, nothing happens. I just said it. Can't rush, selected. Can't rush, selected. Can't rush, selected. Can't rush, selected. Selected. Can't touch. Selected. Can't rush. 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 Selected.
La raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las Olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo Super Saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sander Saya. En las Olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Estoy demasiado veloz, no pueden verme. Cada vez que quiero quemar, le tiro a Werner. Me gustan más los billetes azules que los verdes. Ustedes hasta cuando ganan pierden. A todas estas serpientes les mudé las pieles. Los zorros combinando las cartieles. Fanáticos con mi nombre en los carteles. Me muevo como los que tú quieres. Guagua blinda pa' brindar. De mi pauta esta se quieren guindar. Si por mi instinto me dejo llevar, pues les doy bulería a los David Bisbal. Escúchame bien, yo no tengo rival. Tú podrás rimar pero no suena igual. Es mantenerse no es solo llegar. Tanto dinero que piensan que es ilegal. A la hora cero, en la raya, seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. No tengo que decir de dónde soy. Todo esto lo saben ya. No sé si hay guerra o es solo un rumor. Vamos pa' la calle a ver si es verdad. Tengo fe, sé que pronto mi Dios vendrá. Mientras tanto la tierra la haré temblar. Y firme con él yo por dentro estoy. Por eso ninguno me detendrá. Ahora tengo el récord limpio y par de campeonatos. Pero antes trabajaba hasta limpieza y ornato. Quieren copiar el flow pero les cambio el formato. Correa desde arriba, ve como yo lo mato. El respeto de los veteranos desde novatos. Procura que en mi zona tú no seas no grato. Porque hasta de día están sonando los... Me respetan y los capos. A la hora cero, en la raya. Seguimos on fire, aquí no se falla. Nunca le sale por más que lo ensayan. Cuando hay que apretar me vuelvo super saiyan. Subiendo de level como Sandal Saya. En las olimpiadas con todas las medallas. Van a extrañarme el día que me vaya. Todos los tuyos quieren tirar la toalla. Young Kings, baby. Santurce PR.
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this? Go, Breeze.
I've been putting back thoughts.
Let's get it.